Alright, what's our first alchemy deck?
What is our first alchemy deck?
Actually, ever since I've seen this card here, Inquisition Captain, for both formats, alchemy and historic, I really want to just make a blink deck. So I think I'm gonna start with that actually. So this requires 20 or more creatures with mana value 3 or less among cards in your graveyard, hand, and library. Seek 2 creature cards with mana value 3 or less. Put one of them onto battlefield and shuffle the other into the library. Do we want to just build it like Collect the Company? Or we just have a lot of 3 or less creatures in our deck? Probably the easiest place to start. Of course, the card that we are going to build around is Teleportation Circle. We probably want 4 copies of that as well. I don't think there is any other blink card available in Standard. I believe that is exactly the only card available, I believe. Ominous Traveler. When it enters the battlefield, draft a card. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color. When you cast a spell, return a creature named Ominous Traveler you control to its owner's hand. Wait, this is a self-blink. What? I mean, that's kind of cool. It's a self-blink. Okay, now let's look at Enter the Battle effects. Let's first look at Alchemy first. So Teleportation Circle is at the beginning of your end step, exile up to 1 target artifact or creature you control. So it could be an artifact as well. So Slayer's Bounty is an artifact. So if we were to blink this, we get to look at their hand. No, we can only look at creature cards in their opponent's hand. So the only benefit for blinking this would be just to see the creatures in their hand, which is kind of useless. Probably not. Sigardian Evangel. Excuse me, Evangel. I'm not sure about this one. It's essentially 2 mana 3/1 do nothing. It does let me tap target permanents you don't control. Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip this one. This one's kind of cool because if we can keep blinking this, we'll have a lot of utility knives. I think we're playing decent bit of humans as well. We have this one and this one. This is also human as well. Clone Crafter. When this enters the battlefield, conjure a duplicate or random creature card from your opponent's library into your hand. I mean, I think we play 4 copies of these. I think if we can bounce this multiple times, we'll have some value engine going. I don't think we're going to be playing any instants or sorcery spells other than some removals perhaps. This one's too expensive. That's a lot of text. Meh. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. When you cast your next creature spell, that creature enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter, trample counter, and vigilance counter. I think this goes in. If this works with Enter the Battle effect, like I think it should, I think this goes in. We might be looking at Bant here. Antique Collector. 2 mana 2/2, human rogue. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Enters the battlefield. Creatures you control perpetually gains. When this creature dies, you may shuffle it into your library instead of your graveyard. If you do, investigate. I think this is pretty cool actually. I don't think this is a card where you play that many copies of it, but I think this is good. Grizzled Huntmaster. Choose a creature card you own from outside the game. Conjure a duplicate of that card into your hand. Okay, this card's very good. You definitely want to play 4 copies of this. We can exile something. Let's say like there's a copy of Brutal Cathar or copy of Skyclave Apparition in our sideboard. But we have some creatures in our hand that we don't want for this matchup. And you can just exile them and then bring a Skyclave Apparition or... Yeah, that sounds really powerful actually. Okay, I think we reached all the cards that we want to play from Alchemy. So let's delve into the standard set. Okay, so we want to play 3 copies of this, like I said, and then have a copy in our sideboard for Grizzled Huntmaster. And then we're gonna do the same for Brutal Cathar. There you go. Oh yeah, where is a Spellbinder? We also want Portable Hole. Because the thing is, what's going to happen is we're going to Skyclave Apparition a lot, and they're going to leave behind a lot of tokens, and we do need Brutal Cathar and Portable Hole to like remove the garbage that's being created. Okay, so what are we cutting? That's a lot of cards that we have to cut. I think from what I've seen with Ominous Traveler, there's not really that many cards that we're looking to play. So maybe we cut 2 of these. I think this one's definitely staying. Same with this one. Like, I think this one is pretty powerful. I think this one definitely could be better. Okay, let's cut a copy of that. Let's cut a copy of Huntmaster as well. Let's cut a copy of Mimic. Cut a copy. Wait, what? Is this not ranked? What's happening here? Is there no ranked alchemy? It doesn't matter. Let's try this out. I just want to see if this actually works. What in the world is that land? What? That scares me. All right, we got it. We got our collected company here. Okay, so are we playing? I think actually we're playing this, right? So we can play this next turn. Dollhouse. Okay. So if we don't actually get rid of the dungeon map this turn, like I really don't want to do this, but it's like, it's not that bad either. I think we'll get rid of the dungeon map here. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, it's a 3/3 Skyclave apparition. Myriad construct. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Put one of them onto the battlefield. Let's put this one. Double dollhouse. Well, that sucks. Okay. Construct. Whenever another creature of the chosen type enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 on this. Okay. Well, let's do it again. Grizzled Huntmaster. Let's see. So if we get Grizzled Huntmaster, we could get Intrepid Adversary or another Spellbinder in case they miss on land. Or I could just play Brutal Cathar here. I don't think that's too bad either. Okay. I mean, this deck is pretty sick, actually. I can definitely see that this deck will be losing a lot of games to mono, like, any decks with black. Okay, so... maybe I should have grabbed Intrepid Adversary. Back with you. So next turn, let's say I attack with everything. So block, block, block. So that's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage. Wow, we're like literally 1 damage short. Oh my goodness. At the beginning of the end step. I mean, that's just game over, right? That's just game over. Holy. Collected company every turn? Wait, I don't have any cards to exile. You may exile a card from your hand. Well, since I don't have any cards in my hand, so let's just play Ominous Traveler. At the beginning of an end step, if your opponent lost life this turn, put a +1/+1 on target vampire you control. Whenever this dies, look at the top card of your library. If it's a zombie... well, everything kind of sucks, so let's just get this. Add 1 mana of any color. I mean, they're just dead, right? Block 1... so block, block, block. Block. They take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I believe that is the case. In case... do they have anything like a combat trick? I don't know. We'll see here. Okay. Okay, so this card is so busted. Oh my god. Just because this is a Seek, like it doesn't touch her library at all. So like before, if you try to play Collected Company with like Teleportation Circle, things like that, what can happen is it can like shuffle Teleportation Circle all the way to the bottom, but because this is a Seek, it doesn't do that. That's so amazing. Okay, we can't keep this hand because we don't have a single green source. Although the hand looks amazing, but... feels bad, man. Do we need more green sources? Perhaps. Perhaps. Please be a creature deck. It's gonna lose if it's not a creature deck. don't have anything to play. Black. Okay. I think I'm just gonna play this out. I mean, hopefully, like, they try to kill it. No? Oh, that's unfortunate. I kind of want to resolve the teleportation circle before I Inquisition Captain. Might be a mistake, though. Well, now that they're tapped out, maybe I'll do it. Oh. Oh. Okay. This is good. Ooh, Elite Spellbinder is really good here. Go onto the battlefield. See what you got. See what you got. Vanishing Verse. Wow. Those are some pretty annoying cards, I must say. I think I'm gonna take Divide by 0. And hopefully opponent decides to kill Elite Spellbinder instead. Actually, it doesn't really matter. If they kill Inquisition Captain, then... Wow, okay. Well, that makes things easier. That makes things way easier. What? Why are you doing it on your own step? Don't you want to wait for what I'm about to do? Oh, yes. Huh. This or this? Whenever another human enters the battlefield. Let's actually do that. This is pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. Borrowed time. I'm gonna guess they're gonna... Okay, that's fine. We got another one. Ooh, another Inquisition Captain. Is this the best card in the format? This card's just nutty. This card's just nutty. Look at this. Brutal Cathar. Okay, this is where Brutal Cathar is banned because they don't play any creatures, so let's get... Huntmaster here. I will gladly decline that. Well, if they're gonna kill the Grizzled Huntmaster anyways, with their Valorous stance, they can do so. Just free utility knife. They think they're safe. They think they're safe. Here's another one. Ooh, do they play any creatures, I wonder? Well, we're about to find out. Oh, 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 that's good. That's good. Well, here's a million Hullbreaker horrors coming in. Oh. Oh boy. Well, that's not nice though. Well, their draws were pretty insane, not gonna lie. Just really timely. Doomscar into Meathook Massacre. But you know. Five mana divide by 0. Okay. Opponent? They forgot Hullbreaker Horror has flash. They're about to get... Why did they keep looking at their graveyard though? That's kind of scary. Okay, so if we get one more mana, we can utility knife and teleportation. Okay, they decided they can't be the double Hullbreaker horrors. Okay, we see Inquisition Captain, and it's an instant keep. Very cool. And for the first time, we don't have the mulligan, and we also don't have tap lands. That's pretty annoying. Target player reveals their hand, non-land card that's mana value 2 or less. It's very interesting. I don't know why they picked that over Prosperous Innkeeper. Also, I should have played Glasspool Mimic first. Whoops. It's gonna actually set me back a bit. Hello, opponent. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Not sure what the holdup was. Yeah, I got super punished because I should have been able to cast Inquisition next turn, but because... Okay, so I can still do that. Is there a 3-mana counterspell that's... I think the counterspell... Okay. Just gonna go for this. I'm not sure if there's a counter spell that requires 1 blue. I think there's one that requires 2 blue. That just came out. Murakatar is not it. I guess we'll go for another Prosperous Innkeeper. But that's a counter spell. 100%. Do you want to counter this? No. Not weird. Never another non... I think I'm gonna keep that one. Okay. I don't know what they're planning. But that's a counter spell 100%. I could just run into a counter spell. I don't think that's a bad idea. Just because I have 2 of them. They might actually counter this. Let's see what they do. See what they do. I mean, Headless Rider is pretty annoying. There it is. There it is. I could have actually ran into Jwari's Disruption, so... I guess... this? And they saw that I have Teleportation Circle, so knowing that, they saw it coming. I mean, they're just gonna lose this Ominous Traveler. There's so much value. Like, what? What are you gonna do? Okay, so here... I mean, this is kind of cool, but I kind of want to bounce Ominous Traveler this turn. So let's do that. Man, they are just... Are they just gonna die to Ominous Traveler? Memory Deluge. Three, 4, 5, 6. There it is. That's another saw it coming, probably. Okay, so let's attack first. I'll play this. They're just dying to Ominous Traveler. Ooh. When does enter the battlefield? Okay. Not even a vampire deck, by the way. Look at all these vampire socialites going ham. When this creature dies, you may shuffle it into your owner's library if it is in the graveyard. If you do, investigate. That's pretty strong. I only have a single copy in here. So they have the board wipe. Oh man, that's good. Ominous Traveler, that's very good. All right. Decent hand. Oh yeah, I forgot to add another land. What should I cut for additional land? I don't even know. Just bear a Sentinel. Oh, it's a party deck. Okay. Cool. What does this do? At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you have a full party, target creature gets. Okay. It's not a counter. That's all I care about. And hopefully I get a land. So I can play Inquisition. Antique Collector. Right on. This is where things get a little tricky. Because I didn't get a land, I think I have to just Portable Hold this turn. This is so bad. I really need another land. Really? What? They don't have anything in their graveyard. Opponent? Oh my god, I really need a land. Okay. So I just need to play cards now. It's just a fact. I cannot play cards. And hopefully I get a land and then... I mean, I didn't get a land for 3 turns, so... Hopefully I get a land here. Oh no. I mean, that is kind of a land. Okay. That's really good. I wonder what this is, though. I wonder. I mean, these brutal Cathars are holding down the fort. Let's put it on you. Any lands in my deck? Look at the difference of lands. Okay, finally. There we go. There we go. So I think I can actually safely attack with this. And perhaps this. Nah. I mean, this game is over now that I have Inquisition Captains. Look at the difference between their lands and like my lands. Okay, opponent is attacking me for a lot of damage. That's not very cool. Is there like a pump? So 4, 6, 9. I'm taking 9 damage? Sure. So what was giving everything indestructible? This one. Okay, let's get rid of that. And then let's clone crafter. Let's put that on you. Ooh. Man, this card is just surprisingly good. Like, this card's just kind of blew my mind. I thought this card was just gonna be bad. And this, considering how this deck has surprising number of humans, it is synergizing pretty well with our deck. Also, Linval is pretty cool. Cool pickup. Here I am playing Hearthstone and opponents playing Magic the Gathering. Let's actually just get rid of all these tokens. Okay, they had enough. I mean, truth be told, it was kind of a one-sided game. I had 4 lands, they had double the land.